I'm going to go over some momentum problems. But what I was going to use the book, but I remembered that there are no momentum problems in the book for us to use. So I'm going to use the worksheet that you're going to do for homework tonight, and I'm going to do 3 problems, and then you'll have to do the rest of them. Okay? So this homework tonight, you'll have to do this page right here. 1 through 8 tonight, and I'm probably going to do about 3 of them tonight. So actually, what you'll have to do is probably the rest of them too. It won't take you very long. Okay, so I'll do the first 3. All right, so number 1. So I have the formula here. I don't know why it's not coming in so clear anymore, but I don't want to work with it. All right, so momentum equals mass times velocity. The unit we have to use for mass is kilograms and meters per second. Now listen, when you are using acceleration equals force over mass, acceleration is meters per second squared. Velocity is meters per second. These two get really confusing. Pay attention to the difference between velocity and acceleration, okay? These can be really confusing for everybody. Sorry, I had to turn the light on. All right, so let me go ahead and, I don't know if y'all can, I guess y'all can see this red light. I don't know why that's on there. It's kind of bothering me. Anyway, number 1, it says Lexi was riding her bicycle that had a mass of 16 kilograms from school to Wolf Chase traveling 3 meters per second. What is her momentum? Okay, so P equals M times V. She's looking for momentum. Her mass is 16 kilograms, and her velocity is 3 meters per second. Now, it doesn't say her velocity is 3 meters per second, but you can tell by the unit, first of all, that it's meters, that it's velocity. So 16 times 3, sorry, 16 times 3, I'm sure y'all could do that in your head. I don't do things in my head. So 16 times 3 is 48 kilograms times meters per second. Okay, so remember, there's no shortcut unit for this. It's kilograms times meters per second on that one. So that's number 1. All right, number 2, and that's pretty straightforward. I mean, that's as easy as you're going to get on a momentum problem. All right, number 2, Matt rode his bicycle that had a momentum of 24 kilograms times meters per second on a bicycle that had a mass of 12 kilograms. What is his velocity? Okay, so his momentum was 24 kilograms times meters per second. He had a mass of 12 kilograms, and we are looking for velocity. Okay, so we divide 12 kilograms on both sides because 12 kilograms times 12 kilograms cancel out. Velocity. 12 divided by 2, I can do that one in my head. It's 2. This kilogram cancels. This kilogram cancels. You're left with meters per second, and you are looking for a velocity, so that is the answer. And it's 2 meters per second is the velocity. Okay? All right. All right, number 3. David rode his ATV through the woods traveling south at 3 meters per second. They're giving you directions on these, a lot of these, because it's a vector. So he's traveling 3 meters per second. His momentum was 40.5 kilograms times meters per second south. What was the mass of the ATV? All right, so momentum. His momentum was 40.5 kilograms times meters per second. If you guys are doing these, you're giving me answers and you're working them out, which you should always work the problems out so that I can see them to make sure that you are doing them. Make sure you make the dots for the decimals clear, because I marked those wrong because I think that you couldn't figure out that it was 405 when you write that instead of 40.5. All right. We're looking for mass, and his velocity was 3 meters per second. So again, we're solving for m here. So we need to, because we're multiplying here, we do the opposite so we can cancel out. So those cancel. When we do one thing on one side, we got to do it on both. So those meters per second cancel. Those meters per second cancel. 40.5 divided by 3 is 13.5 kilograms. And then the mass right here. Okay? So you're going to do the rest of the worksheet tonight or today for homework. These should not take you long at all. If you're having a lot of trouble, you're probably doing it wrong. And then, let's see. Sorry. Make sure it's clear. Make sure your decimals are good. Make sure you show all your work on all of these. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the table. And you box your answers really nicely. Okay? Show me your work. All right. Bye, y'all.